P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, Brother Love, whatever he calls himself, he's back in the headlines again. We know Diddy is one of those people, he's never been without a headline. Since his debut, he's always been somebody in the headlines. But this is breaking news. His downfall may have started back in 2016, but it's making its headlines again in a shocking way. And it's interesting to me that the news media will report on him in like this way that's like, we didn't know. Give me a freaking break. It took surveillance footage to show the heartbreaking moment that Diddy physically assaults Cassie Ventura in an LA hotel. In the video, we all saw her grab her, chase her down a hallway, first of all, throw her to the floor. He even proceeded to kick her twice while she was down on the floor motionless. And we all remember Diddy going on record denying all of these allegations. And obviously when that video came out, it contradicted all of the things that he said about abusing Cassie, and that, you know, she was telling the truth. Now, after years of silence, Cassie did finally sue Diddy. And I know this started in 2023 with Cassie coming forward with those pages and pages. I mean, it was so many pages of allegations that she accused Diddy of. And of course, they settled. Now, whether this was a payday for Cassie or not, Cassie looked like she was having fun here. You know, I'm one of those people, I'm a realist. I believe that a lot of people go into these relationships with the idea that they're gonna gain some sort of fame or recognition from it. And when they get in these horrible, violent relationships, then they start to second guess, what have I done? What have I gotten myself into? But this was a real power dynamic here. I certainly don't believe that there was any way Cassie would have known of his abuse and the way he actually acts. Now, obviously, there are signs there, ladies. Come on, there are always signs. All we have to do is look back at the J-Lo incident and what happened with her. J-Lo was smart enough to escape Diddy and not stay long in that relationship. She did not stick around. Now, Cassie, I don't understand what made her stick around this long. That's her own thing. But now Diddy is back in the news and ordered to jail without bail as he awaits trial on federal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering. I mean, this indictment paints a disturbing picture of Diddy as a leader of like some criminal enterprise involved with, like I said, drug offenses, sex trafficking, violent crimes, etc. He's even accused of orchestrating drug-fueled events called freak-offs, forcing victims into days-long sexual acts and using threats of violence to control them and keep them compliant. So what's interesting is prosecutors have started interviewing over 50 victims, and the evidence includes videos of these events. They show narcotics being seized from his homes. Diddy's defense, though, argues that these acts were consensual, and he pleaded not guilty to all charges. And he still is trying to maintain his innocence. The thing about this is that these charges could result in a minimum of 15 years of prison with a potential life sentence. So P. Diddy's legal team is definitely going to fight this tooth and nail. This is a high profile legal case. You know, whenever we're talking about celebrities of his status, it just shows that a lot of the people in the industry are corrupt. They are sick. They're demented. They're twisted. The problem is you have girls like Cassie, girls like J-Lo, girls that just go after these types, thinking that they're going to further their career. And at some point, we have to look at the whole situation and say, what are we doing wrong upholding these people as good citizens? And I love how the news will say Diddy's once longtime iconic image. No, Diddy has always been at the center of a lot of things. There's always been questions. You know, all those white parties these celebrities have, that's a ritual. I'm sorry to break it to you. And the question we should be asking is, who did he piss off? Because they're saying that this trial is going to examine evidence, which includes financial records and electronic communication, text messages, voicemail, all these things, disturbing images, which a lot of people have in the past come forward and talked about P. Diddy in the past. You know, his own people that worked for him, people like Jaguar Wright that goes on record talking about everybody in the industry. And obviously the video footages that we've seen ourselves of him talking about, I used to wake up in the bed near Usher. You know, I mean, these are his own words, you know. We're going to have fun together this weekend with a little boy. The question is, why does it take you guys this long? People who watch him, people who go into the industry watching all these disgusting celebrities do disgusting things and not say, you know, maybe we should question this. Maybe we should start really evaluating whether or not the people in the entertainment industry and the music industry are all right, if they're all right in the head. It should never take anyone this long to come to the conclusion that the entertainment industry, we're talking about Hollywood, we're talking about celebrities, we're talking about anyone in these industries are, in my opinion, they're screwed. They're messed up people. I mean, just look at the headlines today. Who did he piss off? That is the question.